Hey everyone, welcome to the Court of the Celtic Wyvern King as we jump back into our Stargate 5e campaign, where, more emotional trauma, because sadly that's the arc we're in. Though not sadly, and everyone's been doing great with it. Whew. Excuse me, it's been a long day at work. But we're going to go around, everyone say who you are, who you play, and what are y'all's thoughts on the events of last episode? Not where your character is sitting, like, currently thinking. Just, like, what are your own personal thoughts on the last episode? And we're going to start with Lisa.
I knew I was chewing. I knew that was coming.
It always happens, all right?
I wasn't even looking at you on that part. I was just like, we'll start at the bottom.
I'm Lisa, D&D Winter Wolf on TikTok and Discord. I play Dr. Brooke Walker, Team Medic. And I'll do where you can find me during the outros. I think she's ready to just move forward and
Well, no, again, not where Brooke's head is. It was like, what are your own personal thoughts on last week's episode, just with where everything ended for everyone?
I think it's a good jumping off place to see where we go from here. I'm hopeful.
My question is, does Brooke have enough emotional support to get through tonight?
Oh, yeah. Y'all don't know, but Vigo knows. She can empathize. She's kind of been through something similar.
Alright, B, you're it.
Because you took a bite!
I honestly, and thankfully the stream is my witness, I was not looking at the screen when I did that.
Thankfully, it's only
He literally had the spoon in his mouth.
Oh no!
It's only Italian ice, so it melts real quick.
After I said his name, I looked, I saw, I was like, God damn it!
Anybody new watching? That's his timing.
Yeah. So, Bean, also known as Chronic Viper on Discord, Twitch, TikTok. I'll do the rest of that later. For me personally, I'm with Lisa. We're at a good starting point for tonight. It'll be interesting to see where everything pans out between Vigo and Brooke's little emotional adventure that I'm hoping happens tonight. And then Sharifa and Keshna on KP duty. That's going to be entertaining in itself. I mean, why they letting us work together is just beyond me, but so that's where I'm at.
Alright, and Nick?
Great timing, Gil.
I honestly only did that because I saw Nick type in chat, Stormy, make sure you're ready. So, let me skip Stormy to try and break that streak, and God fucking damn it.
My little turtles. They had a turtle in them. Anyway, everybody, I'm Nick. I play Vigo Sigmundson. Sigo Vigman. Words. Brain. Vigo Sigmundson, the Viking scientist, who is a lot smarter than I am, apparently. I think me as a player after last game, I'm actually feeling a lot better just because we got to have our little show of force to prove to Stormy's character that we still wanted her as our boss, as our leader, so I feel good about that. You muted.
I said Stormy. My bad.
Oh, the only one not eating, but I was drinking. Hey, everybody. I'm Stormy. I play Sharifa, the chip on the shoulder, hot-headed leader. Where my mindset is, chaos. I have the perfect GIF on Discord. It just says, "I'm ready to stir the pot." Let's go. But from last week, yeah, that was intense, and I have a feeling it's only going to get more intense tonight. So, seats up and tray tables in their upright position, seatbelts on, and let's go.
Wait, did I send you guys my new can holder? It said that sounded harsh. I should add a LOL at the end of that.
Yeah, let's not add an LOL at the end of that one.
No, I don't know about that. But anyway. And again, once again, I am Kellen, also known as the Celtic Wyvern King, who's going to be the Chaos Wrangler for this group. Because, hey, the chaos that was caused last session. Especially by B, a.k.a. Keshna. What's granted?
I'm innocent. That's Sharifa.
You charged a prisoner and took 2 shots from a Zatok. I'm surprised you were not dead. Anyway.
I thought you were going to refer to the doorway, but...
I mean, I kind of was, just because that's what led to that. Anyway. But just a couple housekeeping bits. One, if you like what you see, please hit that follow button. It's always good when we get new follows. Same thing, if you like what you see, subscribe as well. Whether you do a paid subscription or use your free subscription from Amazon Prime. And as you watch, use the channel points. There's all sorts of ones that can help influence the game. Whether it's making someone re-roll, mainly them. Let me keep my 20s.
Yeah, you never going to use the one from last week, did you? The 1d4 that I gave you?
I don't remember that part, but they don't care between sessions anyway. I'm pretty sure he did use it on that one roll. But it's just stuff like that. You can also make us, do some self-care, taking a drink, whether it's water, whatever you have handy, because I never drink water, it's always soda. And then I decided to come up with a new point redemption, though I did put a timer on it, because I know some of you here will abuse the crap out of it. It's called Suck It In. For as long as I have these available to me, when it's redeemed, I will eat a toxic waste.
Oh, word.
It's 1,200 points, so use it wisely.
Oh, I'm getting close to one.
Can you pass me one through the screen?
No.
Yeah.
I tell you what, Kellen, every time you have one of those, I'll eat a Bean Boozled.
And, oh no, I'm doing a stream with those at some point. Probably a gaming stream, though, more so. Anyway, but we're going to go ahead and jump into this. The last we left off, excuse me, a lot of things came to head, not necessarily in a bad way, but Sharifa and Keshna did receive their punishment for interrogating a prisoner they were not meant to interrogate, did under false pretenses. And if I recall, I don't think Brooke heard the exact false pretenses.
No, she didn't.
So we'll see if that somehow comes up from y'all. Okay, I'll see that. I'll do that in just a second, Lisa. And Vigo was able to get, I won't say closure, because his dad is still missing. But he was able to get a lot more stable footing, is probably the best way to describe it, because he knows, okay, it was the Goa'uld who did it. We still don't know why. We know at least Ball is involved. But the fact there's still more information, it allowed Vigo to kind of be like, okay, let me just breathe. Okay. But a lot of things came to a head, like I said, because as Keshna was attempting to eavesdrop and spy on the whole thing, the prisoner ended up seeing him call him Rashova, and Keshna decided to go like, nah, your ass is mine, and charge them, taking 2 hits from a Zatnik Katel, not succumbing to the first shot, and then finally going down the second shot. Which, considering they are 5'2", gotta give them credit for that.
She's a tough SLB.
And it was told that Sharifa was still going to be leader, even though they did not deem themselves worthy of staying team lead. But wrong phrase. But with everyone telling Sharifa to essentially be quiet, you're the leader, Sharifa staying as such, with the condition that another member will be joined to the team. They will help on missions, but they will be reporting directly to General Lawyer and Major Bell. Essentially, think of like the IOA for the SGC, but in one little person. Well, not little, they're tall, but you get my point.
I somehow feel like you're taking a dig at Keshna with that one.
Meh.
The only one that can stoop to your level is Brooke.
Yeah. And Vigo and Brooke had to wait a few days for the recovery teams to make it to Phoenix Base to head to Cymeria, as they were told they can go with the teams who are going to start the reconstruction of the village. So Vigo can actually go and just see what was actually done, as he was not able to go before due to his injuries. Alright. And then Keshna and Sharifa got KP. They are stuck in the kitchens all week. Which, for anyone who has ever worked in a mess hall, KP ain't fun.
No.
I've never done it myself, but I got plenty of friends with horror stories. So,
I've got two cousins with horror stories, so
yeah, so that's all I'm going
family
with.
horror stories.
So before we go, let me go ahead and honor that point redemption for Lisa. Thank God I got a drink ready, because these things suck sometimes. No pun intended.
Intend your puns.
There, you happy?
No.
I wish these things were easier to open. God damn. I'm losing the plastic.
So what's the cooldown on that?
scissors.
5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
I'll make it longer if I see it's really getting abused.
It'll be a little bit till I can get it, but
Alright, there we go. Oh god, that one's really kicking in.
awesome job, Lisa.
Way to kick us off.
It was green apple,
think-
too.
I think he shouldn't be allowed to have any drinks until it's completely gone.
Yeah, no.
No, especially okay, for me that wouldn't bother me because I eat sour stuff like it's peppermints. Which, yes, for the viewers, the ropes I was held up when he said he had warheads, they're called sweets. Insanely
Okay, well-
sour belts, and they are not sour at all to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
But when my niece ate it, she was like,
Lisa, pick a
Oh.
corner.
I say, hold on.
Bean Boozled.
I say,
You did. I told Kellen I'd do a Bean Boozled every time you had to do one of those, so I'm praying this isn't going to regret this. I have a ton of these, so I have enough to do this. Going for Lisa.
You're muted.
You're muted, Lisa.
I said bottom right.
Okay. Alright, so this one is either going to be cappuccino or liver and onions.
$5 liver and onions. Nah,
Liver and onions.
yep.
No.
Damn.
Man!
I'm good at guessing when they actually are those. Anyway. So with that being said, we're going to jump into... It'll be a couple days since that conversation with everyone. When everyone's going to start hearing over the radio, or over the intercom. Vigo and Dr. Walker to the control room. Vigo and Dr. Walker to the control room.
Alrighty.
Yeah. So,
Oh boy.
So starting with Lisa, where was Brooke when that call came through?
Where she always is, in the infirmary.
Kind of figured, but thought I'd ask. Alright.
Yep, she'll hand off patients, give quick brief report, and out the door.
Alright. And what about you, Vigo? Where were you?
Vigo's in the mess hall. You know, like he can't get behind the counter and help them, but he's hanging out with Sharifa and Keshna, and you know he's got an apple. He's sitting there eating it. He hears it. He's like, "Oh, he's gonna chuck it and see if he can make it into the garbage."
Give me a dexterity check.
I'm not even gonna look up. It was a nat 1.
Oh yeah, no. So I'm gonna roll percentile here. Stormy.
Who's it going to hit?
Stormy.
Yes.
Evens or odds?
Odds.
Keshna, the apple hits you in the head. But by
Just give it a real evil look.
hold on,
Vigo right about
hold on. But by some stupid chance of luck, it rebounds into the trash can.
Trash can by way of head. That works.
So he's like, he hears his name. He's like, Jordan throws it.
Oh no, you don't. Oh no, you don't even see a hit Keshna's head because you were already bolting. So Keshna, when it hits you in the head, what do you do?
A very evil look is thrown in the direction that Vigo was currently in, but mental note for later.
Vigo, I hope
Vigo
you
is
locked your
not a-
door.
There's a Vigo shape and size cloud as he took off. He was just
I gave y'all a hydrate because I do have a heart.
And then
Well,
just,
thank you, because iced coffee makes that flavor go way quicker. Anything acidic, Kellen? If you
I know.
drink, so it'll help your being boozled in.
I know. I never
Well,
do
the
it, but I know.
Yeah. Only problem is later when you go to, if you burp, you get a refresher of it.
Yeah, I know. Because I would normally get the spoiled milk ones.
Oh, I don't have spoiled milk in this one.
Yeah. Anyway, and then Vigo, how fast are you running?
honestly not. I was exaggerating. He's not going to be running that fast.
Well, I figured you weren't running where you can form a cloud. Obviously, I just didn't know how
Oh, no,
fast you're
yeah.
going.
I think a brisk jog. He's excited to go back to his home, but he's not excited about what he's going to see. So there's a lot of hesitation.
That's fair. Yeah, but when you guys get to the control room, you hear that the Stargate is open. You are able to hear and see people coming through. There's all sorts of stuff. Like there are, essentially mouths coming in with like tool bags and stuff like that. After about 30 people have come through, the gate will then shut off. And at that point, the general is actually going to come down. He's going to shake hands with someone who you assume is probably in charge of the reconstruction effort. And it is actually, let me make sure this character is actually, hey, hold on. He was around this season, right?
Oh,
Yes, he was. Cool.
Watch the player get jealous.
But you actually see, for those who have seen Stargate, out of character, you will recognize it is Jacob Carter, Sam's dad, who is the host for Selmac. Oh, you got a second wave there. Anyway. No, because it's always that final like bit there that gets sour again. Anyway. But they're talking, and as you guys see the generals talking to him, what do the two of you do?
I'm just respectfully waiting for them to finish their conversation.
Alright, Vigo?
I will do the same.
with stars in his eyes.
Yeah, so you got they finish talking, they walk over, and the general will introduce him, saying like, "Hey, this is Jacob Carter. He is a Tok'ra." And he'll essentially describe who Jacob is to y'all. And Jacob's going to put his hand out to shake y'all's.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Cool.
It's an honor, honestly, sir.
Who's going to shake it first, Vigo or Brooke?
I have this image of the
I'll let
both
Vigo.
at the same time.
That's what I'm asking.
No, I'll let Vigo go first.
Yeah. Yeah, so you guys shake the hands on that part. He goes like, There's not much time. Prometheus is already en route to Cymeria, carrying a majority of our actual supplies. I figured I just finished giving a briefing at the SGC. I'd lend a hand. Because as you actually look at the crowd that came through, you see there's actually a few Tok'ra intermingled with the SGC personnel. It's not just all SGC.
Yeah, definitely. I appreciate all the work that you've done. I've looked over the mission logs of all the times that you've been a great asset to us, and I really appreciate it. Us being, the Stargate people.
Hold on. Oh, it's not, I thought Coast Warner was in here. Okay, well, we're just going to choose a random one then. Alright. Well, and Jacob's going to kind of close his eyes, bow his hand, and he's going to lift it up, and...
Yes, we heard about what happened to Cymeria at the hands of Baal. Let's just say it is an unsettling development. Hopefully, we may be able to uncover some more while we're helping. That is the primary reason of our assistance.
I have to ask, have you heard any word about people being taken, where they were taken to?
Well, the goal of taking people is of no news to the Tok'ra. The goal would always take hosts. As to the machinations of Baal, whether it's in his own gain or for Anubis's, we do not know.
What do they do to those who don't become hosts?
Honestly, it depends on the Goa'uld. Some will use them for experiments, some slaves, more so the latter.
You notice that as he's talking about that, the color in Vigo's face just drains.
No, I'll put my hand on his shoulder.
Thank you for the information. I appreciate your candor.
And Selmac's just going to nod his head again as he walks off, continuing to talk to General Lawyer, because they're going to give everyone a few minutes to rest up, because even though it didn't take them too long to travel, because obviously how the Stargate works, there's going to be a long day and a long hike. So they're like, yeah, take the chance to rest up now. And that way it gives you two a chance to change into gear.
All right.
Because the gear you guys will have for this particular outing is obviously you're going to have your standard, your vest, all that stuff. But weapon-wise, all you guys are going to have is the M9. They're not expecting anything else to happen here because 1.2 that was actually mentioned by both General and Selmac was that the Asgard have already upped the defenses on Cymeria. So they made sure that no cloaked vessel could come through in the same manner. Now, whether,
Nice.
some coming through the gate still, okay, that's what Thor's hammer's for, but they at least made sure no cloaked vessel could get in.
Got it.
And,
Yeah,
so while
Vigo
y'all...
makes a mental note to try and find one of the Asgard and just meet them. He's just so enamored.
The key word was they have already done the upgrade, so just making sure that you still have the hope there. We'll roll to see what happens on that part, to be fair. I'm just saying just to make sure it was clear on how it was said. So we're going to head back to the mess hall with Sharifa and Keshna and KP. So what are y'all doing, especially after Keshna getting hit in the head with an apple?
Oh, Sharifa was chuckling. And depending on if it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, she'll either be slicing veggies or making those watery eggs.
Oh, this would have been after breakfast.
So we're just cleaning dishes.
Yep. All,
Who's washing and who's drying?
Keshna's asking how you clean dishes. She doesn't know how to do this.
Jafal had
All of us
dishes. The Jafal had dishes.
Just for all of you that grew up in the late 80s, early 90s, remember that scene from the third Three Ninjas where they were having to clean the pizza parlor? No, joking.
Yeah.
We're not throwing knives at the wall.
Yeah, Bible said, but the Jafal have their own form of dishes, so they wouldn't. So they know how to clean stuff.
Just instead of plates, these like probably trays.
No, I mean they still had like some plates, but they're all mainly wooden. It wasn't like the glass/plastic you may see like nowadays. So what are y'all doing though?
I'm washing.
I'm watching her wash. She got us in this mess. No, okay, seriously though.
Wow.
Seriously though, that I made. Keshna will be. I'm assuming they're gonna probably keep Sharifa and Chef Keshna away from each other.
No, because there's other people on KP, so they're going to be able to keep an eye on you.
Exactly.
You two aren't the only ones in there. There's probably a good
But
between kitchen staff and those actually assigned to KP. I would say 30 people between
Keshna's
cooking and cleaning.
Keshna's cleaning the tables that everyone eats at currently, trying to make sure they get that deep clean that she was instructed the place needed. She's trying to be responsible here. Give me a break.
Okay. And we'll say good. Yeah, so while that's happening, I'm going to go back to Vigo and Brooke. So once you guys are geared up, because again, you still have a little bit of time before leaving, what are y'all going to do?
I think Vigo's gonna make a mental list of the places he wants to check in a certain order.
Okay.
So yeah, like where the gate is that goes into like the village center. So he's gonna be checking all the houses of like family and friends, seeing if there's anybody or anything there, and then like as he goes, he's making his way with the end result being his old home.
Okay, so where are all the places you want to check out again? Just so I can make note of this. Because I already knew your home was going to be like either the first or last.
Was it Siggy, my aunt, my grandfather's place? Maybe look at the. I'm sure we have some sort of machinery for like processing wood, processing ore, stuff like that. Just to see what kind of damage those places have as far as like how quickly we can get them up and running again.
Oh, you're talking like the actual lumber mill for the village. Okay, I thought you were talking about like machinery being brought by the SGC. Not okay.
Oh no.
Okay, so the lumber mill. I mean, processing ore would have been all done pretty much at the blacksmith. So that would have been at your house too, because your shop is attached to the house.
Very true.
All right, what else? Because you got Siggy's house, your grandpa's house, the lumber mill, your house and Forge /Forge, obviously.
I plan on questioning Brooke just to see where she went. I can kind of retrace some steps. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. I just want to make sure I at least made a note of that.
And I'm going to get some candles so we can, do a little remembrance thing if he wants to when we get to his house.
Fair. I would say, but no one died. But I definitely get what you're saying there.
No, but it's more,
Yeah.
We honor your sacrifice, and we're still looking for you. We're never going to give up looking. That kind of thing. If he wants it, I'm just being prepared.
Yeah, no, I gotcha. Okay. With that being said, you guys are then going to hear on the intercom. Reconstruction crew to the gate room. Reconstruction crew to the gate room. which does include you two.
I think that's us.
Okay. I bet Sharif is just fighting not to get up and go. You know?
No, but before you walk into that gate room, someone will hold out a small box to you, Lisa. Looks like somebody
To
who
whom?
probably to Brooke.
Yeah.
Just looks like one of the base people, and we'll say this is from your group leader.
Okay. I will peek and see what's in there.
And everyone noticed the apprehension.
It ain't bad. It ain't bad. She just packed them some nice sandwiches and stuff because she's on KP duty. She made a packed lunch for her two people that have to go away without her.
I was afraid
And
it
I
was
will
going to be
tell
half eaten
Vigo.
apple.
Safe.
Sharifa and Krishna packed us a lunch.
Vigo might want to check to make sure his isn't poison. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I was expecting a half-eaten apple.
Kidding. Yeah.
But once you guys get to the gate room, then you guys are going to hear the gate start dialing up. You see Jacob / Selmac talking to the Tok'ra. You see the other members of the SGC just double checking their vests, make sure they didn't forget anything, make sure the Malps that are carrying all the tools are ready. And you actually noticed one Malp too that you didn't realize before, but there actually was a Malp that actually had like rations and stuff attached to it. Like they were like, okay, here's the food one.
We have our own.
Alright, but you're hearing on as it's dialing, you're in Sevron 6 locked, Sevron 7 dialing, Sevron 7 locked as the gate whooshes open. And all the Malps start getting rolled through, followed by the Tok'ra, then the SGC personnel. Well, scratch that. Malp, a armed detachment from the SGC, because obviously, gotta have someone secure the gate. And then once the radio all clear is given, then it's the Tok'ra, then the rest of the SGC, and then you and Brooke are taking out the rear.
Here we go again.
Yep.
Alright, and you guys just walk on up?
Yep.
Alright, so as you guys walk up, you step through, and it is absolutely raining on the other side of the gate.
Suckers.
That tracks. Okay.
Like, it is raining cats and dogs.
Alright, let's get my little rain hoodie on.
Yep. Yeah, you see everyone, like, scrambling to get their ponchos on, because they didn't realize it was raining.
Ego's just looking up. He's just...
He's home. That's all that matters.
Yeah. In the distance, you hear the crack of thunder. But it's like way, way in the distance, not near y'all. Alright.
It's like Thor. Yeah.
I was like, hammer!
But once everyone's all geared up, you got, they're gonna start walking forward. They're actually gonna end up hollering back, going like, "You're from here, aren't you?" As they are looking at you, Vigo.
Yep, that's my home.
Alice, show us. Oh, go ahead.
No, it's an awkward smile. He's like,
Yeah. Well, get up here and show us the damn way. Because the dude who said that is just not in the mood. He was not running into rain. That's not the best way to start rebuilding.
So I'm
You know,
gonna
this
ask
is-
someone what time do we need to be back at the gate? Because we're probably gonna. There's some things Vigo wants to see. We're probably gonna separate at some point.
I mean, you guys won't really be able to separate till you're up at the village. Because even with Vigo wanting to retrace your steps, Brooke, you didn't split off to like where that clearing was when you did that little final fight till after you made it to the village.
Right.
Yeah, so you won't have to worry about that part. Because they know there's going to be multiple check-ins. They know this ain't going to be done in a night, so there's really no limitation on going back through the gate.
Okay.
There are like scheduled like radio check-ins, and those check-ins are every 3 hours.
Okay.
So if you can always time it being like, to go back through during one of those check-ins. But they know like,
Gotcha.
Everything. And obviously they're still going to make sure that IDCs are coded through and all that regardless for the Iris, but they're going to be expecting numerous dial-ins from Cymeria.
Okay.
Alright. But Vigo, you going to go up to the front?
Yep.
Alright.
He's going to go up there and look around, and the guy, this is perfect chicken hunting weather. Like the chickens don't like being wet, and so they tend to hide a bit more than attack. If they attack, oof. That's all I'm gonna say. Just keep walking forward.
Actually, the one guy's going to like, afraid, what? Not realizing you're talking about, the now canon Siberian chicken.
I don't think Vigo knows that they can't hear him because of the rain, but he's just gonna keep walking and talking. My cousin was once attacked by a chicken. It got him right across the as he keeps walking.
Yeah, they're not even
I'm
paying.
gonna look at the guy and I'm just gonna go, big chickens.
Big
So-
bird on steroids.
And it takes y'all, the normal couple hours to make it to the village. But Vigo, with you being at the front, when you get to the village edge, you are literally frozen in your steps. As you see the charred remains of numerous buildings. The longhouse, like part of its has caved in on itself. It's definitely not what you remember. This is not the place of your childhood. This is now the site of devastation, essentially. So, what do you do when you actually come across that site?
I think Vigo's gonna be mid-sentence, talking where once again no one can really hear him. You take their feathers and then he just kind of hands fall to his sides as he's looking around.
And they're going to see that you stopped because there's a little, that little bit of a ledge before you actually see the village because you guys are climbing uphill. But Brooke, you do see that Vigo literally just stopped moving and stopped talking mid-sentence. Though also, did Vigo literally talk about chickens for 2 hours?
Oh, of course.
Okay. No complaints, just saying.
And I'll walk up to him and say, remember, nobody lost their life.
Yes, we gotta remember the positive. Thank you. I needed that.
And as you are having the discussion, they're going to be like, what's the hold up? And one's going to move up and they're going to see the side of it and they're going to ooh, as they realize why at least you personally stopped moving. But they're going to start moving around and just start setting up shop. Like you see them setting up, grabbing the gear off the map. So you see table saws, you see all the other stuff. And over y'all's radio, you're going to hear, Prometheus to reconstruction crew, do you copy? As the Prometheus is now just above Cymeria. They're going to radio in going like, yep, we copy. Start beaming down the actual supplies. And you're going to see they're going to start beaming in the field probably just short of the longhouse. The little clearing there. Like all this wood and stone and just all these different materials that were used to build y'all's homes just getting beamed down.
So yeah, Vigo I'm sure has seen reconstruction. Maybe there was like a bad storm or drunken shenanigans and someone he's seen reconstruction before, but so he sees this just materialize. He's just kind of I wish we had that back then.
So while they're starting the reconstruction process, what are you and Brooke going to do?
So Vigo's gonna ask Brooke what happened before he goes anywhere. He's gonna ask her what happened when she came over.
All right, Brooke.
The damage was already done by the time I got here. There were no Goa'uld here. Most of the survivors had made their way, or were the last stragglers were making their way to the gate. Got about to the center of the village here, and it's just struck me that all the damage was structural. I mean, there were people here. They weren't targeting the people. They wanted to destroy the structures. And then there was a call on the radio when we got about here that they had a group pinned down to the east. So the Marines that was with me and I went to the east, and that's where we got into the firefight and captured the prisoner. And from there, it was straight back to the gate. So I never saw beyond this area.
Said Vigo's hearing this. He's taken aback by like Brooke's bravery. Like he knows, Brooke going up against Keshna is one thing in a staff fight, but accompanying Marines to an active firefight, like that's a completely different level of bravery. So he's like, that's the more and more I learn about you, Brooke, the more and more I'm astonished and appreciative that you're in our group.
Oh, thank you. But, this trip is for you and what you need. And I'm just here to help however I can. So wherever you want to go, whatever you want to see, as much time as you need. If you need time alone, I'll step back.
I think the first place we should check out is the Longhouse. That was really the kind of the central hub of our village. I want to see what kind of condition that's in.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So as you guys make your way to the Longhouse, like I said, you see that one side is pretty much caved in. Like the roof is gone, parts of the walls are crumbled. Like if anyone had been in that part, they probably would have been crushed. But again, no one was in there. They made sure that no one was inside there when they started all this.
Are there people outside of it? Are they working there?
Well, they're still working on getting all the tools, like the table saws, the all the portable lifts and everything, ready for them to start working. But you do see some taking a survey of all the different structures.
Is the standing part of the Longhouse safe? Is it stable?
Yes.
To go in?
Okay. Yeah, because when I say part of the Longhouse, so most longhouses are literally long ass houses. They're long halls, easily 30, 40, 50 feet long, depending on the village they were built in. So I'm talking about maybe the back 10 to 20 feet of it. So with this thing being again 40, 50 feet long, there's plenty of structurally sound parts.
Okay.
Now give me 1 second, because B did redeem the suck it in. And
yeah,
the packaging is fighting me.
Corner. Huh? Kellen, pick a corner.
Nah, just spin the wheel.
The wheel doesn't work very well.
Here, hold on, because I gotta fight this packaging.
I'll try to spin the wheel.
Gizzers.
Oh, there we go, I got it to work. Oh, I hate you.
Vigo?
Yes.
Were outsiders allowed into the Longhouse?
I'm sorry, just looking at Kellen's face.
This is the black cherry one.
Oh, the black cherry ones are so good.
Normally, if it was during the day and the Jarl was, was feeling it, people could come in and out and come and go. Occasionally, we would have big feasts, and the Jarl would open up his massive table to the village. Really, the part that he kind of points to the chart part, the part in the back, that's where a lot of the official stuff happened, and the town elders and the leaders would meet.
Would you like me to go in with you?
That would be greatly appreciated. Yes.
Okay.
So he's gonna.
Strawberry.
You got a good one?
Mm-hmm. Strawberry and banana smoothie. It was either that or dead fish. That's why I was like a bummer.
Yeah, well, so as you guys enter the long hall, the part that is structurally sound, it almost looks like nothing happened there. Like, couple of the benches are probably knocked over just from the shakes themselves from like stuff getting blasted, etc. But almost like nothing on that half happened. And if anything, the tables look like they got knocked over just because someone was drunk. But then when you look down to the end that is damaged, and you see the pile of rubble there with water trickling down in between each of the stones in that pile. And as you walk closer to that side, even just hearing the puddles of water, just the splashes you make as you step in them. Because one thing too, especially Vigo, because you're from here, it's been raining like a good 3 days straight.
Yeah, he looked up at the ceiling and he's like, "Oh, they hope they get the leaks under control, or a lot of this wood's gonna rot." The exterior wood is treated for waterproofing, but the interior wood, not so much.
Is there
You just
anything here that we need to cover to protect it?
I'm assuming the water is just like pooling on the ground and like on the table and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's like nothing that can't be replaced. It's just a general upkeep kind of thing. It's kind of half talking to you, half talking to himself as he's kind of walking around and surveying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, this place is not a total loss, which makes me happy. The lumber mill is close to here. Would you mind accompanying me to the lumber mill?
Yes, absolutely.
So yeah, we're gonna exit back out the front and head towards the lumber mill.
Yeah, so as you guys start heading out and down towards the lumber mill, once you round the other end of it, you see it, and by some miracle, the lumber mill was untouched. Like, at least in comparison to others. Like, there's still some scorch marks from stuff getting hit, but nothing where it's like, oh, it's disheveled, crumbling, destroyed. If anything, it looks like someone just, decided to take a blowtorch to it almost. Like to char the wood. That's literally about it.
It's like, I should make a mental note to talk to the commander that's overseeing all of the reconstruction, because this would definitely be of use. It's still in working order. This is remarkable.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So from there, I think he's going to head towards the house of his Aunt Siggy.
Okay.
Just see how that looks.
So, as you start heading that way, you start seeing more of the village, and you see there's a ton of houses, some that are completely crumbled on themselves, like the frames just completely fell under its own weight due to the fires. Some houses look like, again, they're barely touched, like maybe the stone on the outside is scorched from the blast staffs, or the staff blasts. I know how to English.
Are you sure?
I don't. Debatable.
And when you get to Siggy's, her entire front door is just gone. Like that thing
Aw.
got blown to shreds. The front half of her house doesn't look too bad. Besides that, like there's a good chunk of the roof missing, just where the thatching kind of caught and burned away. But outside wise, it doesn't look like it's too bad.
It's like, this is giving me hope. This house, once again, not as bad as I was fearing. I'm sure she'll be emboldened to hear that her home is in maintainable order.
Do you think there's anything here that she would want to take back to her?
She does have a cat, and by saying that, he walks right through the front door.
You walk in, and as soon as you walk in, you see that the entire back half of the house is gone. Like, it just fell on itself.
Hmm.
Okay, scratch what I said.
What is her cat's name?
Thor.
What does Thor look like?
He's red with black spots. He usually likes dried meat, but he kind of pats his, I don't have any dried meat on me. He's walking around, kind of looking under tables.
Yes.
That cat
Well,
gets in the weirdest places.
I'm gonna open the box and say maybe the smell of food and a familiar scent will bring him out. And I hand him one of the sandwiches so he can, like, open it and take whatever's in it out.
Yeah, so we're gonna roll for this. But yeah, wrong thing.
I was gonna say she just packed sandwiches and some fruit, so
Yeah, but still. Alright, before I roll this, Nick, even or odds?
Evens.
Yeah, no sign of the cat. But again, half the house is literally falling apart.
Well,
Cats are very resourceful. We can ask the workers to keep an eye out.
I'm sure it'll turn up eventually. It sometimes disappears for weeks at a time.
I imagine just the noise, and I mean, it must have been terrified.
Yes, that would make sense. She would drop a cup and the cat would take off. Okay, let's.
Hey, did Vigo and Brooke look in the thingy, in the package, to see everything they sent?
Yeah.
Oh, because I must have been muted. Damn. Because Keshna left a map in there of the route she took with instructions about to the cave, for Vigo. She's trying to be
The
helpful.
cave where you found the survivors? Yeah.
Yes. She left a detailed map for him.
Brooke, if you wouldn't mind, would it be okay if we went to where the firefight happened?
That's, yes, that's fine.
You sure? I don't want to try to bring up any, tough memories.
No, it's fine.
Alright, he just kind of gestures. He's like, go ahead, lead the way.
Okay, so we'll go east. This is not towards the cave. The caves were north, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, the caves
Yeah.
are north.
We're going east. We're going to the
Going to where the actual fight
where the
was.
wagon was. And
Okay, so we're going to take a break from y'all real quick. We're going to head back to Sharif and Keshna. You guys are finally relieved from KP duty for the day. Because you guys have been there since 5 o'clock in the morning. Remember, soldiers wake up early. And you guys are lucky, because if you're on real KP, I think, Kitchstaff shows up for breakfast at 2 in the morning sometimes, Lisa, depending on the base?
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
2 or
2, 3 in the
a.m.
morning.
So y'all got the nice end of it.
Mhm.
But at that point, y'all are then going to hear
Incoming off-world activation as a Stargate.
Let me just do this. Gotta wait till the finish time. But as you guys hear that there is an unscheduled off-world activation. What are y'all doing?
I'm gonna go up to the control room because I was already working my way there after I was released from KP because she just wanted to go and see if they've checked in, make sure everything's going good. Just gonna do the whole. I'm only here, not here to bug you guys too much. I just want to know if 2 members of my team are doing okay, that things are good.
And Kishna's going to see what's going on in the control room because she's being curious.
All right. So when y'all get there, you both see Major Bell standing there. As he's watching the gate dial in.
Sir.
Kishna's trying to look as innocent as possible. She's sidling up behind Sharifa.
Yeah. So when he hears Sharifa go, "Sir," he's going to say, "Like, just one moment." And he's actually in a very calm tone when he says that too. It's not his normal irritation that he sometimes has with Sharifa. As the chief will then say, "Incoming IDC," it's the SGC. Major Bell's then going to order the iris to open. As one person walks through, and the gate just shuts off. And the guy that walks through stands at about 5'10", brown hair, very trimmed up beard, like it looks like he purposely tries to keep at 5 o'clock shadow, essentially, like that trimmed. Wearing the jumpsuit you see most SGC personnel wear.
Mm-hmm.
He's wearing that. He's got a duffel bag on in his hand, backpack over the other, and you see Major Bell, slip past you as he goes down to greet him.
She'll hang out in the control room for now.
And Kishna's gonna try to
Go be nosy?
eavesdrop. Yep, she's gonna eavesdrop. She's curious, but she's. But
So they're not close enough for you to hear from where you're standing. If you're at the control panels, like the computers.
She's going. She.
Oh no! Yank! Stay.
But at that point, you're then going to see Major Bell, motion for the gentleman to go ahead of him, and they're actually going to walk out of the gate room.
She's gonna turn to whoever's at the computer and go, "Has the group from Cymeria checked in yet?"
Yeah, they checked in. He's going to look at his watch like 25 minutes ago. They're fine.
Okay. That's
They're
the only
wet,
reason
but
I
they're
came up here.
fine.
It's just, I just wanted to make sure 2 members of my team were doing good. Nothing has popped up that needed to be worried about.
And he's going to get back to work on his computer.
Alright, come on, nosy.
And I'll say, and Keshna, because I'm assuming your back is probably turned to Sharifa since you're getting dragged, you're going to notice that that particular airman hits a button, and you see him playing Galaga on his computer. Like, you don't know
we didn't notice.
Yeah, well,
But
let me rephrase it. Well,
trying to get attention.
let me rephrase it. Keshna sees him doing something on the computer. Keshna doesn't know what Galaga is. Out of character, it's Galaga.
Throwback reference to the first Avengers. That man is playing Galaga. Thought we wouldn't notice.
Alright, so what are you two doing, though, now that you're off KP for the day?
I'm gonna go relax. Because our workout room is still kind of
Yeah, I was gonna ask,
beds.
is the workout room back to normal yet?
Or she's gonna go find the Marines and see who's playing cards right now because they're bored.
And Keshna's gonna go find somewhere to work out.
The one place they would normally go to play cards, it's also being used as a room for people.
Are we allowed to like go for a walk outside the base then?
Yeah.
Okay, then that Sharif will go. You want to go take a run in the woods with me?
Because she's like, I need to go work on some survival techniques that Vigo left me to learn.
You can also do that out in the woods. Go get dressed. I'll come to your room in like 10 minutes.
Make sure you knock first.
No, really?
I'm just waiting for the wrong person to open the door to Keshna's room.
By the way, if you hurt a person inside this base, I am not covering for you. I will do what the Marines say, throw you under the proverbial bus.
And Keshna, you have no idea what a bus is.
No. Keshna has this perplexed look on her face. Like, what are you talking about?
It's this big thing on Earth with multiple seats in it, and it takes people from place to place. I've been here longer with the Marines. Trust me, the first time they said I got thrown under the bus, I had to question what they meant, because I had no clue what it was.
Why would you throw someone under this bus?
It's a figure of speech. Means you'll get in trouble by yourself.
Alright, so while y'all are getting ready for your jog, we're going to go back to Nick and Brooke, who have made it to that field where the fight happened before. And you guys can still see small to medium-sized craters left in the ground from where the blast and grenades were thrown. You see, giant, holes in the rocks from where or not holes, but again, scorch marks from the blast hit the rock. And the wagon that the prisoners were hiding behind is still at the other end of this field.
Vigo's gonna survey the damage, and he's just more in awe of Brooke volunteering to run into this. Because, Vigo, the one fight that they've been in, that's the only fight he's been in. That's the only combat that he's ever seen.
Yeah.
And so it's just seeing all these craters and scorch marks and bullet holes. And he's walking around and he's like, you guys... I am, wow. He's not even making full sentences. Wow. Oh, guys.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, other than cover fire, most of the times we were hiding behind these rocks. Honestly.
I don't know why he would be surprised with Keshna. Keshna shot those Wendigo things without looking at them. and knocked one of them out, so...
Now, when you say you're surveying this field, are you looking for anything in particular, or...
You said that the wagon was still there?
Yeah, still at the other end.
Okay.
It's drenched, but it's there.
Can I check it? Just look over, see if there's anything that would be clues?
Yeah, go ahead and give me investigation.
Yeah, these are supposed to be my good dice. I just rolled another nat 1.
Oh my gosh.
Nah, you don't see Jack. Like, as you're searching it, you actually see something fly out the back as it gets on your head and jumps off as you realize it was, essentially Samira's version of a squirrel.
Let me guess that.
You're like, yeah.
And you got little, red scratch marks on your face now. It missed your eyes, though. It didn't miss your eyes.
Did you see where it went?
Yeah. Well, and actually, too, also, give me a dexterity save real quick.
Last chance. 18.
Oh, yeah, so you're able to keep... Because as you were startled by this, quote-unquote squirrel, you were losing your balance, but you were able to get your balance back just in time before you fell into a deep mud puddle. I said you were able to stop yourself from falling in. You almost did. And to let you know how deep
because I'm like, ribs.
Now, when I say deep, it would have been like he would have landed square on his butt. So, like, if anything, he'd just been really muddy. It wouldn't have like been that kind of fall. But to let you know how deep it was, it would have gone up to how tall is Vigo again? 6 foot what?
6'4".
6'4". So about my height. So it would have gone up to probably about your ankle.
He's like, okay, So this is where the enemy was. Then he's just pointing at the wagon.
Yes.
Okay, well, this is... He's kind of catching his breath. He's like, this is enlightening. Let's head back to the village.
I'm like, why were they here? I still don't understand what they wanted.
Can you, Kellen, remind me what the prisoner said to Sharifa and Keshna?
That they were just told to kidnap some people. They were not told what Ball wanted to do with them. They were just told, hey, go take some people.
You know, they were taken off world before we got here, so why were they still here? I don't understand.
General rabble-rousing, I suppose. Yeah, he's...
Maybe they were... I don't know.
Yeah, I think at that point Vigo is going to start making the trek back to the village.
Okay. And when you get back to the village, you see that they're still working on getting the stuff put together because there was a lot of stuff they brought to help with the reconstruction. But you do see some people already working on clearing the rubble from wherever they can. So whether it's from like the Longhouse, Siggy's house, or any other house, they're trying to get rid of the demolished areas to better prep for the actual reconstruction. You also see some people have set up, because let me make sure this was actual thing in this season as well, because I should have looked this up before. Hold on.
I'm gonna ask one of the workers to keep an eye out for a red cat with black spots, goes by the name of Thor.
Of course it does. My meds are kicking in.
Okay, cool. Yeah, these are actually... you see they also set up multiple Naquita generators in different areas that to properly be able to power everything. Especially because by the time they really started like working on stuff, they actually had to set up like giant spotlights and everything to really illuminate the areas that they're trying to clear.
Did you hear me say I asked him to keep an eye out for the cat?
Yeah, I heard that. Sorry, I just want to make sure I had this part set up first. But yeah, I mean...
I didn't know if you heard me.
Oh, no, you're good.
Distracted you.
No, you're fine. Appreciate the double check. But yeah, so, and then... as some of them are still setting up those generators, one of them who does hear you go like, yeah, we'll keep an eye out for it. And then... both of you, give me perception checks.
Oh, that's a nat 1. My turn.
Blame this one back here. He is the botch king. It is all his fault tonight for the, third nat 1?
Yep.
He's like, nope,
I got a 14.
Alright, Lisa, out of curiosity, what's your passive?
Tis... I don't know. I'm looking.
Hold on.
13.
Alright, cool. Out of the corner of y'all's eye, you see something large moving in the tree line. And Vigo, you will 100% recognize it is a Cimmerian chicken.
So he's gonna motion to everyone around him Do not move. Its eyesight is based on movement.
And hold on, because I'm going to tell you exactly what this chicken looks like in a second. I just need to double check something real quick. I can't believe I have to look this up. The FBI agent that looks at my search history is going to be like, what the fuck? Ooh, excuse me.
That's good. I was trying to look up a way to get out of KP duty, but it didn't work.
Okay, guess I'm not using that link.
I'm glad you're so interested in Mommy's French fries and not the fireworks, because I can hear them over my noise-canceling headphones.
Yeah, so... Oh, yeah, because those ones are kind of bastards. This particular Cimmerian chicken looks like an overgrown Rhode Island Red.
Oh, I've
I
raised Rhode Island Reds. They're beautiful.
They are, but they're assholes.
They are. The roosters are assholes.
Vigo,
Yeah.
what do we do?
Hunting.
Do you have any rope on you?
Hey. Ooh.
Do I?
This is a 0 prep, so no. Now, the reconstruction crew has some rope lying around. Not near anyone. It's on one of the
So let's see
mounts.
if move very slowly. We can go grab some rope, and I can capture it. I've done this before with my dad. So we very slowly over to the rope.
Yep.
We're going
So-
to wrangle a chicken.
Yes, you are.
Specifically its legs.
Yes, you guys are. After this break. So we are going to take a quick 10 to 15 minute break. That way, this way you guys can come up with a plan on how to wrangle a chicken. Because for reference, by the way, and I have the image saved on here, just hidden. For those of you wondering what a Cimmerian chicken looks like I said, appearance-wise, it looks like a Rhode Island Red. So if you ever seen that, but here's reference of how big a Cimmerian chicken is compared to that's what average human is. What you drew there,
Yeah.
Nick? Yeah. So that's an average human. So like 5'8", 5'9". That's the chicken.
Oh,
See,
dear
I
Lord.
knew y'all were going to get to hunt one without me. Sharifa going to be pissed when she hears this.
But again, we're going to take a quick 10 to 15 minute break so we can use the bathroom, refill drinks, and just stretch our legs. So we will see you guys back in about 15 minutes. Welcome back, y'all, to our Stargate 5e actual play, where Nick and Lisa here are about to wrangle a chicken. And not just any chicken, but a almost 7/8 foot tall Rhode Island Red. Thankfully, it's not a rooster. If it was a rooster, y'all be... Ooh.
Yeah.
Y'all...
I think you should make it a rooster for sure. Mine is Stormy's enjoyment.
I mean, if someone wants to, spend the points... I'm kidding. I'm not actually going to do that. That's mean. But we're actually going to come back to them on that part. We're going to head back to Stormy and Keshna as they get ready for their jog on base.
Well, no, I'm dragging her happy butt out to the woods and area around the base.
Yeah, oh, it's Black Cherry again.
Oh.
Bitch, hold on.
No, I'm not doing it to you, okay? I'm not doing it to you. I'll be nice. Everybody's hit you this session so far but me.
Nick has it.
Nick, pick a corner.
Top left.
Okay, what is this? It's going to be rotten egg or buttered popcorn.
Rotten egg or buttered popcorn. Ooh.
Rotten egg.
Rotten egg. You stuck, Cal.
I'm 2 for 2 for calling it.
Oh.
That face.
You eat one. Let's see what face you make.
I'm over here eating something that says it's super sour.
I believe
But
I've
barely
evolved
tickling my
beyond
taste buds.
eating things that you know are going to taste horrible.
Well, these don't taste horrible. They're just sour.
These have a potential to taste horrible. And to be fair, when I stream, every 5 subs I eat one.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to get the spicy one, so every 25 subs I have to eat a spicy one.
Oh, those ones are awful.
Okay, Will is gonna do a fundraiser, which is scenes from Shakespeare, but you have to eat progressively spicier hot wings.
Oh, is he doing that on stream?
No,
Oh, okay.
it'll be a live fundraiser.
Okay. I was like, if it was on stream, I might be able to help with that, depending on the time and day. Anyway, so Sharifa, Keshna, what are y'all doing as you're about to get on your jog?
Pack some waters, pack some protein bars, put on my running shoes, check to see what the weather is outside, because I'm sure they've got it posted somewhere. See if we need a rain jacket or not. Yeah, that would be something you would do, though. I was telling him about your thing, and he's like, yeah, that's something I would do. Progressively
What?
hotter. Eat
Oh.
things that are progressively hotter.
Yeah.
Well, so the spicy bean boozled, they have, I think,
Okay.
5 flavors.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, let's save that for later. Like I said, what are you two doing
Yeah.
as you're getting ready for the run?
Like I said, I packed water, protein bars, got my running shoes on, got some, running clothing on. Then I'm checking to see what the weather's like outside.
Oh, it's like sunny and 75.
Okay, so we won't need rain jackets. And then I'm going to go to Gretchen's room and bang on the door. I'm not stupid enough to open that door.
Kesh just says, come on in. Or come in,
No, you come open the door.
But Kesha's in the room. It would be safe to open the door.
Not always. But yeah, she'll walk in, trusting you for once.
And it's safe. There's no traps. She hasn't reset any of those traps since the Zach gun hallway incident and Vigo landing on top of her.
Compromising position much?
She's got a pack and she's got jogging gear on, her the jogging pants and top and everything.
Okay.
And she's got a pack with some water, maybe some dried nuts or some health snack food.
And yes, because she's been around Brooke enough, in her pack is a small first aid kit and a radio.
See, Keshna doesn't have. Keshna has the first aid kit, but she doesn't have the radio.
Well, as long as they let her have one, because she would have went and told them, look, I'm taking my other teammate out for a long jog in the woods. We're kind of feeling cooped up. Just in case something happens, can I have a radio?
Alright, they got no issue when for those, because typically if you're, because of emergency action, a lot of people still have radios on them.
Okay.
They got no issue if you want to take a radio on them if you're off duty, because if emergency happens, they can reach. Now, if you're off duty, they're not going to hold you to having a radio. Because you're off duty, that's your time.
But they'll be back in time for KP duty.
Alright. So where y'all running to? What kind of route are y'all trying to run?
You caught us with food in our mouth.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Hey,
saying.
my other half-handed chicken nuggets to me, I'm been in heaven for the past hour.
Oh, I'm eating strawberry stuff.
Okay, say the base is here. I'm gonna try to do a big circle in the woods around the base. I'm trying to stay close, but far enough out that we're kind of on our own.
Well, remember, the base is inside a mountain.
I know. So we're gonna try to do around the mountain. When she comes.
Okay, so around the mountain's going to take you a couple days. It's a giant-ass mountain.
Okay, so we'll go down to the settlement, make our way around the settlement a couple of times, then back up.
Okay, that works.
I like the first one better.
No, we're not missing KP duty. Not getting in trouble for your ass.
Alright. So, you guys start running. We'll come back to y'all in just a minute. So, Vigo and Brooke. What are y'all doing with the 8-foot-tall Rhode Island Red in front of you? That apparently has a vision of a T-Rex.
I am very, very slowly inching my way towards rope.
Yeah. No sudden movements. I
Alright.
grab one end.
Hold on.
Grab the other.
Hold on. So, first off, I know, Brooke, your passive was 13. What's your passive perception, Nick?
Well,
So you notice that one of the Tok'ra near Jacob is slowly inching for his Zat gun. You're muted.
without making any noise or sudden movements, I'm like, please put it away. It will not harm it. Its feathers will deflect most weaponry.
Give me a persuasion roll.
I really hope he fails the persuasion, just because.
Well, he's going to go up against what I just rolled, which, unless... What's your roll?
12.
Yeah, you persuade him. I literally rolled for the DC on this, and dude rolled a 2.
Put it away. I promise you it won't do any good.
Okay. And then now for the two of you, since you are slowly inching your way to the rope, give me first a stealth check. Then, and I'll leave this one up to y'all, either flat dexterity or acrobatics.
All right.
So give me the stealth rolls first.
4.
So my stealth was 15.
Okay. So thankfully I'm doing group average here. So as you guys are going, you guys are able to stay pretty quiet. Brooke, you do accidentally kick a pebble that kind of starts rolling down the hill, but it doesn't. But the chicken it'll look, but it's not looking at you.
Okay.
Now this one will be individual though. Give me either again dexterity or acrobatics, dealer's choice.
It's a +1 either way, so that's a 9.
9.
11.
So, Lisa, you're able to get to your end of the rope pretty, somewhat okay. Like you almost slip a couple times, but you don't make any kind of like slip like motions. And you're able to slowly get down, grab the end of the rope like Vigo went. Vigo, right when you're about to step down and grab it, you hear a as you stepped on a branch that you meant to step over. And when you step on that, your foot actually slips a bit too. So you also are like mid-split. I mean, by mid-split, it's not a painful one because it's like your legs going like this way, not this way. But you're like you're in a really awkward position.
I hope so.
Do I have the rope in my hand?
You were able to get the rope in your hand.
I hope
Okay.
somebody in this group is filming this for prosperity.
Oh yeah, Vigo definitely, like, can I retcon that Vigo's had his camcorder up just so he can show, for the purpose of showing the people that are refugees, like, the current state of the place, and he just forgot to turn it off for the chicken attack?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah!
Alright, so what are y'all doing now? You got the rope.
Okay, so I'm gonna quietly talk to Brooke. I'm like, okay, on the count of 3, you go right, I go left, and we snare its legs. Then try to stay away from its beak because it's razor sharp. Okay?
Yeah, the chicken's walking closer to the group now. It's like right next to like where the lift is and one of the Naquita generators.
Are you ready, Brooke?
So it's like 15 feet in front of you.
I'm ready.
So, yeah, real quick for you guys, remember, because it's like 15 feet in front of you, Brooke, you can actually see how big this thing is now.
Yeah. Okay.
1, 2, 3, and he just takes off running left.
Yep.
And I'm gonna run right.
Okay, both of you give me again, I'll leave it dealer's choice. Either flat dexterity, athletics, or acrobatics. And this will be, I will do average of y'all's rolls regardless of what skill you use.
Okay.
19,
Ooh,
nice.
19.
I got a 9.
Well, okay, well, y'all still do it. So again, so you kind of, so as you guys are running a Brook, you are just making a beeline. You're missing anyone that's in your way. You're not slipping. Nick, like right before, like right after you get past the crowd, before you get to chicken, you actually slip and hit face first in the mud. But it doesn't take you long to get right back up, so you don't lose any of your tempo. And you and Brooke are able to get to the chicken. What?
Look in the.
Oh, hold on.
I bless the party.
What does that mean?
So raise a shield is essentially the entire party gets blessed until end of session. So that means on any of your rolls, you may add a D4.
You're welcome.
Nice. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I don't want my two of my people to come back all banged up.
Yeah.
I got a 4.
Okay, so I bring the 13.
I have yet to be injured. I don't want to be injured by a...
Yeah. So
Okay, I bless the party, not for you to make me choke on Dr. Pepper.
yeah. Now we'll say, like, if it was all 4 of y'all here, I probably wouldn't have let that. But because it's those 2 and you were dealing for them, that's fine. Just because you can't be boosting yourself. But like I said, you're not in the scene, so that works.
No, that's kind of. I figured you had that rule. That's why I was like, I'm going towards them.
No, that's
we
fine.
don't need it.
That's fine. Like I said, it works. I just want to make sure I clarify that for the future. So, Nick, you're still going to slip, but not as bad. Like, instead of going face first, you're going to get, like, hands and knees. But again, it's kind of like, do you remember when, had a brain fart. When Ellie was making that beeline to the generator shed in Jurassic Park? How she had that little slip after jumping over the log? It's almost like that. But again, you don't lose
So
any.
didn't kill my momentum. I still kept going.
Yeah, you catch your momentum. You got a little dirtied up, and you guys are. You make it there. You're both running around in opposite directions until you got both the chicken's legs tied. What do y'all do then? Because it's like looking down. Y'all trying to figure out where to strike.
I'm just yelling, keep going, keep going, keep going, rap, rap, rap!
Okay.
As many times as you can.
Okay.
Why do I have the Star Wars scene in my head right now?
That's pretty much what they're doing. Yeah, so you guys are able to wrap around, and you guys are actually able to bring it down, and you guys wrap it around enough to where it's tight. You guys get far enough for each other, and you pull, and you actually bring the chicken down. It's still clucking and fighting.
Yes.
It's on its side. It ain't done. It's clucking and like trying to like get itself back up.
Now what?
Can I look around to see if there's any, like, wood chopping axes or anything of that nature?
Over by the lumber mill, which is like halfway across the village.
Maybe they have a chainsaw.
Or a portable hand.
Wow, that got dark fast.
Uh-huh.
Thing
Okay.
is, the Sharif is not even there, so
Wow.
I guess
Vigo's
Vigo's gonna...
you'd have traps or something.
Oh.
Oh, wait. Radios. Is there... I could radio see if there's anybody by the lumber mill.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. I'm going to roll to see your chain. Evens or odds?
Odds.
Yep, there's someone over there.
So I just grab the radio and be like, anyone who's by the lumber mill, bring the sharpest axe you can over to the neck with the generators, quickly!
Yeah, and you see this big old burly dude who could probably play as real-life Paul Bunyan just coming with the axe. Like, this is a bear of a dude, like, beard to here, hairy arms, like, his body is literally looks like world's strongest man competition type body.
So Vigo's going to jump onto its wings to stop it from flapping, and he's just going to look at this guy and be like, go for its neck!
He's going to try to, and you know he looks big and tough. As soon as he gets up and is about to swing, you see him getting all squeamish. So he's going to roll. I'm going to have him roll with disadvantage.
Ah!
And he completely misses on the first swing. He completely misses.
Yeah,
He just
Vigo's
hits the
going to
dirt.
get up and take the axe from him.
Okay?
And
Yeah, but-
so he's just like, this is how we do it in Cimera! Bring the axe down.
Okay, go ahead and give me a roll. Strength attack. It'll be a strength attack roll.
That's a dirty 20.
Oh, yeah, you 100% just head off. And then the dude behind you, I'm actually going to have him do a constitution check. Oh, yeah, no, you see him getting, like, real green in the face.
you could that way.
And just because I can't get the scene
sit
out...
down before you fall down.
And then just because I can't get the scene out of my head now, when you say that he's going to go okay... But do you remember that scene in Grown Ups when they're at the water park? And they had the one dude who was like all like looks like he was roided the hell out, and you think he could talk like this, but he's like really high pitched. That's this dude.
Oh.
And Vigo's just breathing fire out of his lungs. He's just like, are you okay?
Were you saying to the big dude or Brooke?
To the big dude who she had him sit down. I'm like, are you okay?
Oh, yeah, he's just bent over, just like doing the whole woosah bit. He just puts his hand up, just like thumbs up, as he's trying to keep his lunch in. Because you probably made him a vegetarian after that.
Let us slowly pulling towards his feet.
No, it's going downhill.
Nat looked at him and just went wuss.
I'm gonna
It's
pull
good.
one of its feathers out.
Ooh,
you're-
nice.
You're gonna pull it out, and the base of the feather is about 3 inches long, and the actual feather itself is like 6.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a feather for your cap.
Yep.
Hey,
Well, give it to Sharif as like they fought a Sumerian chicken, and all I got was a feather.
Yeah.
It's
Without the way, especially because mainly at the exposed part, you're going to see one of the Tok'ra. They're going to take the Zat gun. They're actually going to shoot enough times to where it disintegrates the body.
Okay.
So much for dinner.
that could have
That could
been
have been a feast.
meal. Yeah. He,
Remember, there's a whole mouth filled with provisions.
But still.
But nothing beats a good old homeworld cookout.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
I'm gonna
Jacob
look
wasn't
at
ha-
Vigo and say, that was pretty brave yourself.
Yeah. Well, Jacob wasn't that happy about it either because he was very much like, like, oh, that could have been food. But he doesn't fault the Tok'ra that did it, though.
All right.
Vigo's gonna hand the bloody axe back to the Tok'ra that just disintegrated the chicken.
Yep.
He's like, here, this goes into the lumber mill. He's gonna turn around
Party's
to Brooke.
over.
He's give her like a predator handshake, and he's like, that was the most fun I've had in a long time.
Alright. And then we're going to go back to Stormy and B there as their characters are on a run. Both of y'all, go ahead and give me a Constitution check. Let's see how y'all do on this run. And then I'm going to roll... Let's roll a d12. Well, actually, no. Roll
I got a
13
17.
plus 6, so 19.
19?
17.
17?
Mhm.
Yeah, so you guys are doing pretty well. I mean, this is nothing, especially for you, Kashna, because, again, you're Jaffa, you're used to running this much. And then Sharifa, you're doing okay as well because, one, you've been training with the Marines for a good amount, so your conditioning's pretty good. But then, two, you're also used to running in the sand. Whereas here, you're running on dirt.
Yeah, well, dirt has a little bit more give than sand does.
That's what I'm saying. Is like, well, no, I'm saying, no, because you're used to running, like, up and down dunes where your feet get stuck. Because you know it's harder to run in sand than it is in dirt.
Oh, yeah.
But so far, you guys have only ran about 2 miles.
Yeah,
In the time since you
she's
started.
got a nice little. She's not like trying to run it super fast. She's got that nice pace going, like
Yeah.
she learned with the Marines on ruck marches, because she wanted to get in shape.
Yep.
Keshna on the other. Well, okay, so Keshna's trying to practicing her stealth quietness in the woods, kind of like parallel to Sharifa, but trying to remain unseen in that too at the same.
And the pace y'all are going, you will not be able to do that.
Yeah.
This is like a jog/run. You will not be able to be stealthy here. If you want to attempt it though, go ahead. Just do it at disadvantage.
I'm just gonna. Okay, so pick a color, gray or blue.
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 All right, blue.
God damn it.
My stealth. That's an 18.
18. So again, you're not out of sight, but you are noticing more and more that your feet aren't falling as heavy. But again, you're still in plain view.
Vigo or Nick over there has just look like what's Keshna up to?
I mean, it's fair
Possible
enough.
full-on beatdown from the team leader.
But
Especially-
yeah. So you guys are doing good on your run. We'll go head back to the others real quick. So what are y'all doing now that you've taken out the Cimmerian chicken? It is still raining. It is not raining as hard, though. It's more like a drizzle.
I think Vigo's gonna bite the bullet and head up to him and his dad's house / blacksmith.
Okay. So, as you head up to your house, you see that the actual forge part, like where your dad actually kept the shop, is definitely like falling apart, but the forge itself is still sturdy. Like the billows are intact, the actual forge pit itself, the anvils, they're all fine. Anvils might be a little rusty if they're not covered up soon, but I mean, nothing that will actually harm the anvil itself, especially once it starts getting hammered on again. Mm-hmm. Your house, on the other hand, is pretty much nothing but ash and cinder, with the foundation left.
I'm sorry, Vigo.
It's a building. It can be rebuilt. It's just startling to see it like this. He's gonna go into the blacksmith hut and see if he can, like. He's trying not to feel his feelings too much. He's gonna go in there and see if he can cover up the anvil and anything else that would get rusted from the rain.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a investigation, or actually no, just give me a perception. And because you were very familiar with this, because obviously you grew up here, make it with advantage. And don't forget you have, actually I already gave you advantage, so your Eureka point from earlier wouldn't matter here.
17.
So with that 17, you find essentially a cover that your dad would normally use to cover everything when it's not in use, especially during like heavy snow. And as you pick it up, you see a box tumble out from within the wrapping itself. It's a very plain looking box with a simple latch on it. But on the top, you see your father's mark. You know, the way he would normally put on stuff he made.
You're gonna open the box.
Inside is a letter and a pendant.
Yeah, pull the pendant up and look at it first, just to see if I can identify what it's from.
Yeah, it's a Mjolnir. But again, and in the center of the Mjolnir, it also again has your father's mark.
Then I'm going to open up the letter and try and read it.
So when you open it, you see that it's actually addressed to you. And it goes, Vigo, my son. I know there are times where we do not get along, and where we do not see eye to eye. At times I feel as if... How did I write this? So I wrote this down, but I didn't actually write it down. Where we do not see eye to eye. Although I may have been tough on you, know it came from a place of love. If you are seeing this, it means that I have more than likely perished. This Mjolnir was forged by our forefathers. It is to be worn by the head of the family when the time has come. And he just signed his name at the bottom. You're muted.
Damn it.
Yeah, it's a leather cord too, by the way.
Vigo is going to fold the note back up, put it into its box, take the pendant out, look at it, and then put it on around his neck.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of grip it a little bit and tuck it underneath his shirt. And then get back to work making sure he can cover everything up.
Yeah, you get everything covered up, no problem.
Yeah, he's going to turn to leave, and he's just like, okay, that's all I needed to see here. The forge is fine. When my father comes back, the forge will be in working order.
Okay. And I'm gonna get the candles out and say, I would like to honor the sacrifice he made trying to protect the village. Would that be
I would
okay
like that
with
as
you?
well. Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
So we'll set them out, and I probably brought some sage to burn just to purify the area.
Yep. Yeah, so you're able to do what you want, no problem.
We will never stop looking, Vigo. I promise you that.
And I want you to know that I appreciate that you confided in me, and I make the same promise to you. I'll do everything in my power to help you.
And we'll do our little handshake.
Yeah. Okay. And then what do y'all do
Just
after
have
that?
a moment of silence. Yeah.
Okay. And then while you guys are having that, then we're going to head back to Stormy and Keshna, or Sharifa and Keshna. As you guys have now done, hold on, another 4 miles. So you guys have ran 6 miles so far.
Getting tired yet?
Because y'all said you were going around the village a couple times, right?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
twice.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd say she's getting tired now.
Oh, yeah, you can hear Keshna just going...
All right. She'll slow down and motion for her to come over there.
I was nice. I rolled, so.
Alright.
Ooh, even I'm showing some fatigue.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 7 plus just a regular.
It's
Dex.
Constitution.
Oh, Constitution. So Constitution save is a 6. So 7 plus 6 is 13.
Alright.
Hey, I'm tired and I can nap.
I'll say, what's your Constitution modifier?
My con modifier is a 3.
So I have a plus
That's
6,
my-
because proficiency bonus is a plus 2.
I don't know. That's just what the sheet put in here when I click. Oh, because soldier, you get an extra plus 1. If I remember correct. There's something I took that gave me an extra plus 1.
Oh, that's right, because your biome origin. That's right. But that was a plus 1 to your score, not a plus 1 to the check, if I recall. Hold on. Uno momento.
I was gonna say I just put it in the sheet, and when I hit the save zone I could do, it just added it up automatically. So
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, because the Abadonian trait, choose Constitution or Charisma to increase by 2. I'm assuming you chose... Hold on, let me look at your sheet. Sorry, because I was like, hold on, no, there's no way it should be a 6. Not unless you have an 18.
oh, trust me, I'm looking at it now because
Yeah, so what the... Yeah, it's gotta be from the desert biome. Hold on.
I haven't.
That's the only thing I can think
That's
of.
right.
No, it's Charisma plus 1 and Resistance against Fire. So, yeah, where the hell did it give you the plus 1 there from? Proficiency bonuses 2, yeah, plus 3. So, where's the plus 1 coming from? Same with your Strength.
okay, that's classes. What origins did I run with? Hold on, I have everything filled out. Where's my
Yeah.
notebook? I have everything written down in my notebook. Yes, it means I have to get up and move for a second. Give me 1 quick second. Oh, that's the wrong notebook. I need this note. That is the 5th ed edition game. Alright, I need to, like, clean up around my desk. Starting to look like an episode of Storage
Yeah,
Wars over here.
I just want to know why your sheet did that, because I'm just curious where that came from. Because I see the plus 6. That's what I'm just curious where that came from now.
Ability score increase +2 to either con or charisma proficiencies, +1 skill, +1 weapon. Doesn't say which proficiency though. It should have.
We'll go with it for now. We'll take a look at your sheet later to figure out what's going on with that. Because I think something, because Because your strength is an 18, so that makes perfect sense. But your
Yeah,
cons
but
is
my deck
16.
is on. Yeah.
So that's a plus
I see
3,
where
so
you're
it should be a 5. Which either way is still good. Alright, either way, we'll deal with that later. Okay. But yeah, I mean, even at a 7 though, you're actually more winded than Keshna. Not by
Yeah.
much, but you are. Alright, so what do y'all do?
Start heading back slowly, just walking.
Or we're
Trying to
walking.
basically bring everything back down.
Yeah. Okay. You guys are gonna make it back to the base, no problem. You get hydrated. You go head to the showers, take them. And you guys will hear a message saying,
Sharifa and Keshna report to General Lawyer's office by 1800 hours. Sharifa and Keshna report to General Lawyer's office at 1800 hours.
it is currently
Immensely-
17, or not 17, it is currently 1500 hours, so you got 3 hours.
And she's thinking, luckily, he's letting me, shower before.
Yep.
I am not going in there sweaty and smelly.
Well, it's also they're giving time for Vigo and Brooke to get back, potentially, depending on how long it takes them on Cimmeria.
Kashna's gonna go shower and get cleaned up, and
Okay, so it's right on my, it's a +5 on my, my fill form sheet that I have, but why is it +6 on the one from... That's weird.
I don't know. Again, we'll deal with that later.
I was gonna say, that's gotta be a roll 20 glitch. So technically, I would have
Again, we
rolled
will-
12
we will-
instead of 13.
Again, we would deal with that later.
Okay.
I don't want to take up time on that.
Oh, I hear you there.
Alright. But,
Yeah, she'll get showered and go back to her room, get something on that isn't workout clothes or leather.
yeah.
She's gonna
Okay.
take a page out of the Marine books, the Marine book, and wear a pair of black jeans and a t-shirt, or military pants, anyway.
Okay. And then, what's Keshna doing?
Kashna's gonna go get cleaned up, showered, trying to be a little more presentable.
Alright. So as you guys get cleaned up and wait for the meeting, Brooke and Vigo, what are y'all doing after your moment of silence?
Think I'm going to use the map from Keshna to go up to the cave where the survivors were.
I mean, yeah, you're able to make it up there within I would say like 30, 45 minutes, depending on the speed, how fast you decide to go up there.
So this is where they thought he was? He was hiding?
No, so this is one set of tracks that Keshna followed. Because they were like, okay, this could be your dad, but they didn't know for sure, so Keshna followed those tracks, whereas others went after the other tracks. Because no one knows for sure, because if I recall from that session, yeah, your dad wasn't in this part. He was at that field in the east.
So same thing as with the wagon. I'm going to look around just to see if I can find any sort of clues as to
Yeah, what's your passive
anything.
What's your investigation modifier?
Oh, my investigation's a +4.
+4. Yeah, well, I mean, with a pass of 14, you don't see anything. There's nothing to find here. Like you see remnants of tracks from where the people were inside the cave and everything, but nothing that would show your dad was ever near there.
As much as I figured. He would be more likely in the action than hiding in a cave.
Well, remember, there was the few people that were in the cave there were a couple fighters with him to defend the women and children. But yeah, no, he was more so on the frontal assault rather than the defense side, though. He was definitely there. Alright.
I think Vigo's going to turn to Brooke, and he's like, I think I've seen all I need to see. I think I'm good to head back.
Okay. You know, if you look past the destruction, it is really beautiful here. Some of the forest remind me of my home. And I hope I can take you to see it sometime.
I would absolutely love that. One thing that next time we come out, if it's going to be more of a fun trip, we can check out some of the local lakes. There's some very clear lakes around here. Found before I signed up with SG1, the Phoenix site. I found a lake near here that had bioluminescent algae and glows at night. It's really beautiful.
Would love to see that.
I think he's gonna feel like the box with the note in it in his pocket, and he's gonna kind of like touch it for a second and be like, "Yeah, my dad used to take me out on that lake all the time. It was a lot of fun." Like Sharifa saw him; he wasn't in his best mood, but he did have a sense of humor. Yeah, he would always say, "Did you know that if you take a canoe and flip it over, you can wear it as a hat because it's capsized?"
Oh, Dad.
He didn't know many jokes, but that was one of his. And he really liked that one a lot.
So, I think we should probably eat on the way back.
Yes, definitely. They took the time to make the food for us. We should definitely eat it.
Alright, so you guys are heading back to the gate.
Yep.
Alright, you guys are going to make it back, no issue. You know, you eat your food as well. Again, no issue. And you guys are going to go ahead and dial the gate. Which, honestly, I should have went through the gate to make this part faster.
Goober.
But, you guys are able to dial it. No issue. You know, you guys send the IDC, give it a second, and you guys are able to walk through. And when you guys walk through, you immediately hear General Lawyer tell you, Vigo, Dr. Walker, up here, please, as he's motioning to like his office / conference room area.
I'll look at Vigo and kind of shrug and like, okay.
And as you guys get up there, you're already going to see Keshna and Sharifa there. And you see a fifth person as well. This is the one that Sharifa and Keshna saw enter the come in through the Stargate earlier that day. Again, he's about 5'11" or so, dark hair, stubbled beard, like essentially permanent 5 o'clock shadows where they prefer to keep it. Still wearing the standard SGC / Phoenix Site jumpsuit. And just standing there just sitting in the chair at the end of the table next to the general. When you guys get up there, the general is going to just motion for y'all to sit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sit.
Alright.
Okay.
And before he even gets down to business, he's going to ask you, Vigo, saying, like, were you able to find what you needed?
I didn't find I found what I needed, but not what I wanted.
Alright.
I was able to get. He kind of pulls the camera off his shoulder. I was able to get video footage of the destruction to the village, and I'm hoping I can show the people in the refugee areas the current status of our homeworld.
Yeah. Okay. And so like, I understand. Well, to go ahead and get to this, as y'all may recall a few days ago, I said that with Sharifa staying as leader, that we were going to be adding someone to your team to act as oversight. And they will report to me and Major Bell while helping you on your operations. This is him. And he's going to motion to gentleman next to you. His name is Alex Johnson. He is a... Let's just say he works in the State Department is probably the best way to phrase this. Which, Brooke, you'll know what State Department does, all that. He's essentially a diplomat. He's all talk, not necessarily all shooting.
Glad to have you on board.
He just nods, and you see he's kind of mainly just looking through a file in front of him. He's not really paying attention.
Oh, you got a thing in the chat you need to deal with.
Of course. I was wondering why those would come out. Bye. Nah, they hit Sam earlier during his stream. Different name, but same message. And when the general notices that he's not paying, that Alex is not paying, he's going to turn to us and go like, And that's when I was going like, huh? Oh, yeah, sorry, I was just getting caught up on your team dynamics is probably the most polite way I could phrase it. As you see that he actually has all y'all's mission reports in front of him from each mission you guys have gone on so far. And let's just say, and Brooke's the only one who's going to get this phrase, playing cowboy ain't going to work with me.
Yeah, Vigo's gonna look confused at Keshna and Sharifa, like, playing cowboy.
Are they in there? Or is it just...
Yeah, no, all four of you are in the room. You remember what I said when Vigo and Brooke entered this room that you guys were already there and sitting?
So, up until then, she had been calmly and politely sitting. But you gotta remember, she spent 6 to 7 months with Marines, so she knows what cowboy means. So she'll sit back, cross her arms, looking at this man like, I will bounce across this table and bounce your head off of it. Kind of look. That right there. That's why you're...
Yeah, say, everyone give me a perception check then. Except for Sharifa.
Oh, Lord.
Dirty 20.
I should have
23.
Oh yeah,
Seventeen.
all three of y'all see that Sharifa is about ready to just leap over this table.
Keshna had
Is she anywhere close to me?
All four of y'all are sitting close to each other. If anything, you guys are all sitting on the same side of the table. Now, who's saying next to Sharifa? I'll leave that up to you.
I want to like squeeze. I want to like squeeze her knee under the table, like little warning.
Yeah. But the general then is going to chime back in, going, Mr. Johnson here, like I said, will be assigned to your team in oversight. Essentially, he's going to be monitoring y'all's actions, and reporting back to me. But he does have some skills that'll be useful to you all, and you might learn some things for the future. With that, the general's going to stand, let's give you all a nod, and he's going to return to his office. Now it's just the 5 of you in the room.
By the way, Lisa, her knee's doing this underneath your hand right now because she's.
I know it is.
Oh,
I
she's
know.
so mad right now. If looks could kill, he would fall out of his chair dead.
Okay, out of character. Am I wrong for saying that y'all are pretty much being cowboy there?
No. I've
Not at
like I
all.
say every intro, she's got a chip on her shoulder. She is full on aware that she does things that are.
Yeah.
Not
And she
appropriate for
also-
military.
Also, is aware that she came this close to losing her
Yeah,
position.
twice.
She'll lean forward, do this, and go, okay, I'll make you a deal. because I understand what you meant by that, I'll give you a Marine phrase. I won't be a cowboy as long as you don't be a dick and get in my way. Which means when we're out there in the middle of danger, what I say goes. If you don't like it, tattle on me when we get back here.
He's going to look and going, I wouldn't say it's a Marine phase. Army came up with that first. And at that point, he's then going to get up and he's going to leave the room.
I'm going to bounce his head off a wall.
You showed amazing restraint there, Sharifa. He looks down and sees Brooke's hand on yours. Like,
Her knees still goes up and down. Like, I'm so pissed right now. For everything up to here is perfectly calm. The rest of her body is coiled like a snake.
You know what? The only thing keeping our team together is your restraint right now. Play the game.
I need a drink. Get up.
Well, I was going to say, and with that, we're going to call it a night for that.
I say, the only thing that you're going to hear she's walking out the door is the only person who's going to understand it is Keshna.
Oh, I'm going to say, Greg, you had a terrible timing there, man.
Because the only thing she's saying as she's walking out of that room is goddamn fucking bureaucrats and freaking.
Oh, there's more to Alex than meets the eye.
He better be useful. Otherwise, she is bouncing him off something. Don't know what it will be, but, you know.
Alright. Well, like I said, with that, we're going to call it a night. We're going to go ahead and go around, say who you are, who you played. And, again, that was a question we use a lot, but just because we've been on a lot of emotional roller coasters these past few episodes, where is your character's headspace at right now? But we're going to go ahead and go in reverse order. Stormy.
Hey, my name's Stormy. I play Sharifa. You can find me on TikTok. Trying to get away from my political stuff, but people keep dragging me back down that rabbit hole. And hopefully after my sister's wedding, I can start streaming again because I have been busy with that. Where is my character's mindset right now? I think she said it perfectly as she walked out the door. In Gould, she was screaming, "Goddamn bureaucrats!" She's okay. She's glad because she could tell when Vigo and Brooke walked in that Vigo had some sort of closure on what possibly happened. He's still upset, but she's glad they're safe. And two, she's pretty sure that she's going to butt heads with Alex a lot. And whether or not she bounces him off something is probably going to be another thing. She's probably going to put him through his paces as soon as the workout room's cleared again, though. You can be on my team, you're going to show me what you got.
Fair. And also, Lisa, I got lemon for the last one.
Oh, you got an alright, Lisa, pick a corner. You're going to torment me.
Bottom left.
Yeah, but Greg, to clarify, when Star Wars talking about politics wasn't on stream, it's on their social media, not on stream. Don't worry, we've steered clear of that on stream.
No, I do not talk politics with my gaming friends. Now I will get in fight with the trolls on
What you got,
Facebook.
Yeah, but anyway,
Either cappuccino or liver and onion.
Liver and onion again. Nick.
Liver and onion.
And Kellen on the kill you if it's liver and onion.
Hey, I gotta see.
Damn you, Kellen.
3 for 3, sucker.
3 for 3.
I love how my ESP works for that shit, but not for lottery tickets.
God damn it.
Oh, and it's so meaty.
I'm
My name
is
So juicy, too.
I go by Professor Hexagon. You can find me here on Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube. Oh, my face hurts.
Mine does too, but for a different reason.
You can also find me with Kellen and Lisa on the Origins Orlea campaign every other Monday. I think we have one coming up this Monday, the 8th. So please come over to Halfling Wizards channel and check that out. It's a lot of fun. We just diverted a river to... Well, not a river, a reservoir to attack a fire elemental. That was a lot of fun. Vigo's Headspace. You are correct in saying that Vigo got some closure, and though he doesn't have his dad back, he's doing better. I think the fight with the Sumerian chicken definitely was a big nostalgia moment, because that was a favorite pastime for him and his dad. So, it was a bonding experience he got to have with Brooke. And then seeing this new asshole that's trying to kind of nose his way into the team. He's not happy about it, but he understands it's necessary. But yeah, he's not happy about it.
Yeah, would you say that Vigo got a new resolve?
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
All right, B.
First, I want to kill myself for agreeing to do that.
Hey, I didn't force you to do jack.
No, that's why I said kill myself for agreeing to do that. God, out of 4 of them, 3 of them were horrible. Oh my God, I don't know. I might rethink doing that with you.
Again, never forced you.
Like I said, I might rethink doing that with you.
Just think, I still got 2 more containers worth for this.
I'm gonna have to buy some just to join in with you.
No, you gotta buy the Bean Boozled, Stormy.
It's no.
Anyway.
So, alright, anyhow, I'm B. I'm Necrotic Viper on Twitch, Discord, TikTok. You can find me here every other Friday. And what was the question for the character again?
Character's mindset.
Keshna at the moment is kind of confused because she's getting all these new sayings thrown at her. So she doesn't really know what to think about the new person yet. She has an inkling because of the Sharifa's reaction. But beyond that, she's more concerned currently to just get her KP over with and get that punishment done with and move on.
Okay. And last but certainly not least, Lisa.
Hey, I'm Lisa, D&D Werewolf on TikTok and Discord. You can find me every Monday night on Halfling Wizards channel. This coming Monday on the 8th, we will be doing Orlea Origins, where Kel's character has just turned into a were-rat. So I have no idea what's going to happen there. And then on the 15th, we will be back with Wind Riders, which is using a great new system called Surge. I know some of y'all have some experience with it. It's amazing. Please go check it out. Mm-hmm. It is very user-friendly. It's a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying... And I resist new stuff, but I am really enjoying this game system. So I urge you to go check it out. I think there's a Nightbot link to the Surge in there. Of course, you can find me every other Friday right here for the Stargate campaign. And then on the 11th, we're in a new game called the Liminal Blink. We've had our session 1. That's also on Halfling Wizards channel. And it was, if you could think of something being more chaotic than this group, it's that group. It's wild and crazy and worth checking out. So,
there's somebody more chaotic than Sharifa? Oh, this I gotta watch.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, I gotta see this.
Stormy, you should look at either the Monday cast, whether with Orlea Origins with Mint the Goblin, or Wind Riders with the combination of either me, Soot, or Kerrick.
I got some living up to do. Got it.
Yeah, but y'all check it out. And if you haven't followed Celtic Wyvern King's channel, please do so, because he puts a lot of work into all this. So,
Oh yeah.
I
And he's
appreciate
got to
that.
deal with our happy little booties at the same time. So
Yep. Alright. And again, I am Kel, also known as the Celtic Wyvern King. You can find me every other Friday here for our Stargate 5e campaign, which I really should come up with an actual title, so I don't have to keep saying Stargate 5e every time.
you did.
I'm talking about a shorter
One-
one.
Oh.
That's how I was a little long, now that I think about it. Anyway, on the opposite Fridays, though, you can find me over on Dinner and Game for Jazz Funeral, a Walking Dead campaign, where my character is being used as fucking bait. Because I am currently tied up to a can of hand grenades. Yep,
my God.
no joke. On Mondays, as Lisa and Nick have said, you can also find me on the Halfling Wizards channel, either for Windrise of Aria. We're using the brand new TTRPG system called Surge, where I get to play a Jinn who is a bit of an asshole because he, grew up on the streets, and I was like, let's do Aladdin as an asshole. That's pretty much how I've been playing him. Or for other Mondays, which will be this upcoming one, for Orlais Origins, where I play Kieran, the ASMR Bard, who's a were-rat, which, ironically enough, the rat is actually my Chinese zodiac. I actually forgot to tell Will about that coincidence there. On Wednesdays, you can find me, or every other Wednesday, you can find me over on the Halfling Wizards channel as well for a short shot campaign being run by Pup Riku called Roguelite, where it's literally a roguelite in a D&D setting where I play Gortus the Minotaur Barbarian. Excuse me. Once that is done, though, I am happy to announce that I'll be starting 2 new campaigns on this channel running opposite Wednesdays. The first is going to be a D&D 5e campaign set on the plane of Theros, which is a Greek setting from Magic the Gathering that Wizards of the Coast was converted a few years back. And on the opposite Mondays, I will also be running my own Surge campaign. I'll be getting some more information on that out later. If you want to know more, my link tree is in there. Click on it, join the Discord. I'm definitely going to put stuff in there for it. I've already got the entire Theros set up done in there. I got to get the stuff for Surge done once I forgot the actual plot line I'm going for. And then also, if you like what you see, give us a follow, whether it's here on YouTube if you want to play catch up on the VODs, or on my TikTok for whenever the hell I post TikToks. I don't really post as often as I used to. I really need to find more time to do so. What am I missing? Okay, nope, that is everything. Sorry. My stuff has turned to a monologue at this point, so I actually have to have a checkbox in my head of everything I talk about.
And just for that, I'm going to make you a checkbox.
Oh, I can just make one myself. Let me double check. Have they started their thing yet? No, so everyone sit tight. We're going to wait a few minutes. I want to see if a channel that I want to raid is going to go live here soon. Because they're actually getting ready to do the finale of their campaign called Circles, or Agents of the Circle, run by Sphinx Akasa. They are on their 100th episode as their series finale.
No.
So I'm gonna have the ending screen up for a little bit because hopefully they go live here soon. If not, head over to ADH Adventures. Just keep an eye for when they go live. Support them. Sphinx Akasa is an amazing person, amazing GM. And they actually got nominated their Crit Awards for being one of the for Best Player in a World of Darkness campaign, which is actually in a campaign that he's a player of on Dinner and a Game. Because again, Sphinx is awesome. Definitely go and vote on the Crit Awards for any of your fan favorite TTRPGers, whether they're GMs, DMs, etc. But we'll see y'all next time.